Hello everybody, Slickframe James here. Time to do that thing that I always do when I don't have a new Ask Mario episode for a while. What the? Time to do that thing that I always do when I don't have a new episode of Ask Mario for a little while. Time to do another commentary episode. Before I get started, I want to address why I'm wearing this shirt here instead of my usual red hoodie. Recently, Banjo-Kazooie came to NSO, Nintendo Switch Online, so I figured, might as well give it a little shout out and celebrate today. I got this shirt back in Portland at a retro gaming convention in 2013. I went there to go and meet the one and only Brentalfloss, and I just saw it, and there wasn't a lot of Banjo-Kazooie merch there, so I saw it, and I was like, yeah, I want to get a piece of that. I figured I'd show off some of the other Banjo-Kazooie stuff I own. There's this other con I went to, and there are these people who made bead shapes, and I asked them to make a Jiggy for me, which is pretty cool. Several years ago, one of my younger cousins actually made me a Mumbo Jumbo stuffed doll. Unfortunately, the feather sort of fell off. He had a couple other feathers too, and Mumbo here has seen better days, sadly. Then also got my Banjo-Kazooie amiibo right here, and don't worry, I didn't turn the real Banjo-Kazooie into an amiibo form against their will, as far as you're aware. I was recently at Best Buy, and I saw this Banjo-Kazooie plush. Thought it looked pretty cool. It was the only one there, too. I was just walking through the aisles at Best Buy, checking things out, and I just saw it, and I was like, yoink, mine. There are a few little kids nearby, and luckily they weren't looking at it, because if they were, I would have been like, nope, this is mine. This toy is for me. This grown adult who's 28, not you little kids who would probably actually play with it with its intended use. Well, but anyways, let's get started on some commentary. Oh, actually, sorry. I actually have one more thing to announce, I promise. After this, we'll get right into the commentary. So recently, I announced that Princess Peach and Princess Daisy are going to be making a special appearance in the Season 1 Marathon special for Ask Mario. Unfortunately, a lot of their artwork still isn't done, because their artist, DoJayMi, was working on the Slickframe emotes for quite a while. But now he's back working on Princess Peach and Princess Daisy. He recently got a Twitch account, and he's going to be streaming his progress as he works on them. I'm going to be showing up every now and then on his streams as well, so if you want to come and chat with us and watch him draw Princess Peach, you're more than welcome to join us. You can come and ask us questions about anything you want, and yeah, he's also planning on playing video games and doing some of his own original content as well, so yeah, link in the description below if you want to come and check out his Twitch. But anyways, let's get on to some commentary. Today we're going to be looking at episode 11. This aired on May 29th, 2021. It's the first episode of Season 2, so here we go. Coming to you live from the Mushroom Kingdom, it's Ask Mario!
Hey everyone!
Hey, bro.
Hey, Luigi, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited for,
There were still some emotes that didn't have open mouth variations at this point, but an episode or two later, I ended up commissioning Nintendrawer to draw a whole bunch of more differing facial features. I like to call them alts. I call these drawings emotes, and whenever I ask any of my artists to make changes to them, like change their eye position or what their mouth shape looks like, I call those alts. So I got that rubble and falling debris effect off of a green screen video on YouTube.
Like my new design?
This came out a few months after Bowser's Fury came out. In fact, that game's almost a year old. Yeah, pretty soon here in February. It's, yeah. I think Bowser's Fury is an okay game. It's not my favorite 3D Mario game. There are things about it that I like the fact that it's all in one big open world is kind of cool. I think the mechanic with Fury Bowser having him erupt every 10 minutes or so, I think it's a really cool idea, but I found it a little annoying about halfway through the game as I went on. I don't know. I think it's a really cool idea, and I'm glad they tried it, though. Maybe they can improve upon it in later games, but then again, that's just my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people really love Bowser's Fury. A lot of people love it more than Super Mario 3D World, the game that it was packaged with.
So, we are, fine? We're fine.
What the?
I think it's funny how so many of the Mario bosses just stand still and just throw things at you instead of running directly at you. They would be so much more successful at killing Mario and Luigi if they did that. It's like that dragon from the Ruin King. Oh wait, no. They talk about that later on.
Come on, Luigi, let's go.
Where you going?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
I should add that blur effect more often. If you see when Luigi runs away, there's kind of a blur. That's a nice effect. I should do that a little more often.
Did you start the episode or what the?
Either someone shot a Kool-Aid commercial, and this was one of the last episodes where DoJayMi was the one working on Slickframe's artwork. You may notice, I think starting with episode 13, that was when Corpse Syndrome, aka Jessica, started working on his emotes. I asked her to change some things, like make the eyes look closer to the original eye style, like right here. You'll notice that the irises kind of change a little bit. I noticed the inconsistency, and you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's a 50-50 chance that you're just gonna stand far away and shoot easily avoidable projectiles at me, so, you know.
New season, new me, baby! Why, hello there, man.
I really like the fact that you just see his foot the whole time. It was pretty easy to animate, and, you know, having one less character to have to switch emotes in and out, you know, that helped make this process a little quicker. But then again, this is actually one of the longer episodes. Let's see, yeah, this episode's 23 minutes long. This might be the longest episode. Episode 10 was pretty long too, though. Also, this idea with the invisible wall, I had to think of something to keep these guys safe. Something that would involve not having to commission Monica to have to draw a whole bunch of new emotes for them to fight him. So this is kind of a lazy solution, but you know what? I also think it's kind of clever at the same time, if that makes sense. Because I don't think a lot of us think about the fact that there were invisible walls in the levels in Super Mario 64, and it's like, huh, what if they actually took that and used it for a good purpose? I'm proud of myself for my lazy/clever solution.
Those stupid programmers! Alright, fine. We'll call it a draw for now. Let's just get on with the stupid episode.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, we'll call it a draw from now. That's a line from Super Mario 64. The second time you fight Bowser, he says that after you defeat him.
Maybe he's just getting a snickerdoodle.
I wonder if that's a Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference. The scene when King Arthur fights the Black Knight.
I don't recognize this number.
I was talking to Monica recently, and she was thinking maybe the characters should have their own unique phone style, type of phone instead of an iPhone. And I agree with her. I don't know, might change that sometime soon. I was thinking maybe Bowser could have that Bowser phone from Mario Party 3.
Oh, how silly of me. I forgot that I turned off autopay last year. Well, Ted, since you and I...
Kids, this is how you handle people who are trying to scam you. Just put them in their place like Mario. I was actually talking to my grandma on the phone recently, and I said hello to her, and she was like, oh, James, somebody who sounds like you was trying to scam me recently over the phone. They were pretending they were you. But luckily, my grandma didn't fall for it.
Just give me that credit card letter combination and I'll refill you.
I love Luigi's emote there where he just has his finger under his nose. What games? I swear I've seen him do that in some of the games before. I can't remember which ones, though.
R, and the pin code on the back is LOVEMARIO. Bite me, Junior. Love Mario. Ha ha.
You dummy! It was me all along, and you had no idea.
Speaking of, I should probably talk about Mackenzie Bolek, the voice actress who's playing Junior. Dang, I told myself I needed to remember this. I can't remember how I came in contact with her. I think one of my artists recommended her to me.
It? What?
Looking this up right now. Hi, Mackenzie. Hope you're doing good. If you're even watching this.
Junior, using a different phone for every prank call is smart, but I recognize that irritating voice of yours in an instant.
You big stupid meanie!
Wait, credit cards still use letters? I mean, no, of course they don't. He really got you, kiddo. I was in on it too. Good one, Mario. Yeah.
So sadly, I can't remember how she and I met exactly, but I think I think it was Hyper Voice Acting who recommended her to me, and yeah, she did a fantastic job as Junior. I'm really glad I found her.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You're in an extended...
She's the real star of this episode, I gotta say.
Come on, Papa. Can I at least answer questions on the phone with you? Please?
No.
Please?
One thing I had to do when I first contacted her was I asked her to send me a little audition for how she would voice him. And one of the qualifications, I needed her to be able to do the kind of sound that Junior does every now and then when he's really mad. And she was able to do it pretty well. And you'll hear it later on in the video.
Here right now, so I guess I'll read them off until
I was talking to you, dummy.
By the way, I'm sure some of you are wondering when Bowser Jr. will actually come and appear on the show. He will eventually. You know, he's one of the most relevant Mario characters, I'd have to say. So, you know, he will actually appear one of these days. Hopefully Mackenzie will keep voicing him, because she does a fantastic job.
Wait! You're responsible for that?
Also, I noticed the intro to this episode is a bit on the long side. It took about 8 or 7 minutes for them to finally get to answering the first question. Some people might see that as a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know, some people might get bored and think, can we just get to the questions already? Whereas some people might think like, yay, more content, them just chatting. I'm wondering if I'll do that with every first episode of every season going forward. Make it a little extra long. At the very least, I want to do that with every season finale. Like episode 20, for example.
A little Sunday cloud cruise.
Papa decided to take a nap.
A little Sunday cloud cruise snooze?
Shut up, bozo. And then...
Everybody's got to abuse the Ouija. Kind of wish I made this footage a little smaller, because it's blurrier than I realized. So sorry for the low quality on that commercial there. That was a commercial for Mario Party 6, I believe. It was the game where the sun and the moon argue. At least they argue during the opening before the start screen. And then after that, they don't seem to argue anymore. I can't remember.
Subject for now.
Oh yeah! I started painting him, and then he turned into that scary monster.
And that's why this punk is stuck in his room.
I'm no papa.
That Fury design is awesome. Black and red is pretty sick combination.
Grounding him is appropriate.
What? No! He's grounded because he threw your stupid mustache on my face! In my house, that is the ultimate act of disrespect! Kid's gotta learn to respect his father. I mean, for all I care, he can disrespect his elders. But definitely not me!
Wait a minute,
I think that's one of Monica's favorite lines right there.
I thought I could only make things disappear and spawn jelly thingies.
Who's Egad?
The guy who gave you that brush?
It is kind of cool how in Mario Sunshine, Mario Sunshine came out just a little under a year after Luigi's Mansion, so the fact that they were able to kind of connect those two games that way with Professor Egad, that was kind of a cool touch. I like that.
Responsibly. Sucker. But no, I don't use that brush anymore. Kamek looked at it and made me an even better one.
So,
Yeah, I think when I wrote this part, having Junior explain that, I think I looked at his most recent brush design, and I noticed, I don't think there's an EGAD logo on any of them. Any of them, his more recent brushes, or brush. And, yeah. I mean, for all I know, maybe his brush he currently uses is the same one. Maybe he just took off the EGAD logo. I don't know.
We thought, how about we force Kamek to figure out how to make Papa all big and scary again? But without being so mad and unable to,
So it's Kamek's fault that happened to Bowser. Maybe there's some kind of conspiracy. Maybe Kamek meant for that to happen.
Invisible force field thing you've got going on there. No one will stand in my way.
I think this is Tyler's favorite part. Just see him shrink down like that. The way his jaw just hangs open that whole time.
again? I think Kamek said something about it being temporary? I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Whoa, Slickframe!
Funny story with the Dizzy Slickframe emotes right here. This is roughly what I asked DoJayMi to design. Just a Dizzy emote where my eyes are all swirly like this. But then, before he even started on that, he sent me a sketch for this emote here where I'm doing the two thumbs up. And I was like, huh, what is this exactly? This isn't what I asked for. What is it? And he told me that it was a reference to My Hero Academia. Now, I have never watched that show, but I know a decent amount about it. And he told me, I can't remember the name of the character, but it's the character that uses electricity. Apparently, when he uses too much electricity, he zaps himself and he goes like, yay. And so he really wanted me to put that MHA reference in there, and I was like, okay, sure. And he was pretty happy about that. He did a pretty good job on it. Also, one thing that I like about this episode, and the other episodes going forward, is that there's more slapstick. I noticed, like, the first 10 episodes of Ask Mario don't have as much. I think the first real slapstick moment was Mario punching Bowser in the face in episode 8, and this, yeah, I just like how there's more slapstick in the show now. Makes it a little more exciting and fun.
Aw, thanks, Papa.
But it was partially your fault for getting me in that mess, so that's all the praise you're getting out of me.
Oh, yeah.
Next time, draw on Kamek's face while he's asleep. For him, it'd be an improvement. Or, I don't know, one of the Koopalings. Maybe give Wendy one of those dumb walrus stashes.
Yeah, okay.
I actually recently watched some of the episodes of the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon, and unfortunately I relate to Wendy a little bit. There's a part where she has a temper tantrum and she says, "I hate it when people tell me what to do!" It's like, yeah, I kind of know how she feels. I can be a little stubborn sometimes.
No, never in a million years. Pretty sure that's nose hair. Oh, gross.
Now, speaking of Sonic characters, one question that I see a lot is people ask Mario, like, what his thoughts on Sonic are, and if he'll ever show up on the show, or if Ask Mario will ever do a crossover with Ask the Sonic Heroes. I haven't seen a whole lot of Ask the Sonic Heroes. I've seen a little bit here and there. I don't know. Maybe. Hard to say at this point, but I don't know. I mean, Sonic, I do hope to have Sonic on the show someday. I mean, he's such a popular character, it'd be ridiculous to not have him on, but I don't know. We'll see.
For example, that T-Rex in the forest was pretty scary.
That thing actually was kind of scary when I first played Mario Odyssey. When I first saw him in the first level and he was just asleep, I was like, whoa, this would really scare me if I were a little kid. And then in the Wooded Kingdom, when he's actually awake and walking down there, that part was actually kind of creepy at first. It was like, whoa, dang. I can imagine if I were playing Mario Odyssey as a little kid, I probably would have asked my dad to play that part. Catch the T-Rex for me.
Hi, we all know how it's gonna end. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I found the Cheep Cheeps with cattails to be creepier than him. Oh.
Hey, you can't talk about my...
I actually do think the Cheep Cheeps with cattails are a little weird looking. They don't really creep me out, but there is a part of me that's like, that's weird.
He is pretty cool looking. The use of red and black is a great combo. Yeah,
I think I still have a poster that I got with this game when I got it at GameStop. I think I have it in my room somewhere. Pretty cool poster.
Much cooler than your stupid cat amiibo.
Oh, I would definitely get a Fury Bowser amiibo. And a Tanuki Mario amiibo. I would love to have one of those. Or a Wing Cap Mario amiibo. Ooh, I would love a Wing Cap Mario.
Cooler in Fury form than you at your best in a cat suit. Kitty cat, want a ball of yarn? Want me to scratch behind your ears, kitten? Meow for me, little furball. Mine! Oh!
How are you holding a laser pointer and cell phone with no hands?
Just pretend it's an episode of VeggieTales. They pick stuff up all the time without hands. Every day they're out there making VeggieTales. Woo! Okay, that part I actually put in during the video editing process. What I mean is, that wasn't originally written in the script. Once I got to the video editing part, I realized, oh, I don't have any artwork of Mario holding any objects. So what I did was I figured, you know, the characters always lift up their phones without actually using their hands. Just like VeggieTales characters, you know? So, you know, I figured, you know, might as well do the same thing with the laser pointer. I didn't think it would be convincing enough, like, it would be clear that Mario was using it. I guess it was clear enough, because I don't think anybody was confused by that part. Maybe some people were, I don't know. But, yeah, I felt the need to explain that, and it turned out to lead to a joke with Slickframe, and I got to make a DuckTales reference, so, you know, fine by me.
Collect, collectibles that look like the sun and avoid stepping in gross paint. Ugh. Huh.
It is funny how similar Bowser's Fury and Mario Sunshine are. They really do have a lot of similarities. Both include Bowser Jr.
Sure, I'm okay with missing out on running away from a giant fire-breathing turtle the size of Godzilla while scary metal music plays in the background is not...
I bet Fury Bowser probably would have scared me as a kid, knowing about the things that scared me in games when I was little, just huge monsters that you have to go around, especially if I accidentally got close to him while riding Plessy. That probably would have freaked me out.
But even worse than scary music? Those freaking cats! Those freaking cats? What's wrong with them? They're so cute and cuddly, and they... Oh. Right. First
It's kind of like the cats from Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. During the daytime, they're sweet, but at nighttime, they turn into these monsters.
Not seeing another catastrophe like this forever. I'm absolutely positive. No kitten. Color me.
Oh my gosh!
Everything hurts.
What a cringe lord! Yuck!
That might be my favorite line in the whole episode. There's something about Junior calling Luigi a cringe lord that I think is just hilarious.
My
Son!
No way!
Duke! I would never let Lasagna Breath treat me like a son!
Hey, don't talk to me like that, young man! Oh. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you better be. Only I get to call him young man. The thought of someone as wholesome as you fathering my kid? Yuck!
I and a lot of others like to think that Bowser's not a bad dad. I think some people might think since he's evil, maybe he's abusive towards Junior. I don't think he's like all that abusive towards Junior. I assume he maybe like loses his temper with him a little more often than he should, and maybe he's a jerk to him sometimes, but I think for the most part, Bowser is a caring dad, despite being evil. If anything, that Nintendo Switch video about parental controls shows how good of a dad Bowser is. And if you haven't seen that, look it up. Type in Bowser Jr. and Bowser parental controls on YouTube. It's the cutest thing ever.
Use less muscles to smile. But
Also, the part I didn't that part where like Bowser Jr. tickles Mario with the paintbrush. I discovered that I don't remember that in the original game Dream Team when I played it. I just saw it when I was looking up footage of Bowser Jr. for the video, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I should put that in the script as one of the reasons why Mario gets mad at him.
he tickles me with a paintbrush, that little brat. Oh, hero all his own.
What?
There it is. Toad does that too, I just realized. And so does Yoshi. Yoshi's like, Toad is like, and then Junior's like, actually Junior kind of sounds the same as Toad, yeah.
Downcopter, couldn't you have just flown around and grabbed them?
Because, I don't know, those dummies at Nintendo made it impossible for me to get them.
I did think it was kind of funny how Junior was kicking the butts of the Goombas and Koopas in this game. It was like, I mean, you're in charge of them, I guess, technically, so I guess you can kick their butts, but...
It's like we can read his mind or something.
Koopy! You're my Papa Koopy!
Either Bowser Jr. has never seen an episode of Ask Mario, or he just forgot about it and is laughing really hard. Because if he has seen any other episodes, he would have been calling his dad Koopy for a long time.
Then, go to my room, and no chicken nuggets for you tonight!
Aw, man!
I swear, at least once an episode, there's gonna be a reference to chicken nuggets. I swear. I'm obsessed with having Bowser obsessed with chicken nuggets. Just to clarify, there are no R-rated images under Bowser's bed. They're G-rated pictures. Just pictures of Peach. Nothing more than that, I promise. Cross my heart.
With our other photos?
Kid, put them back!
Somebody wrote on them. There's this picture of her on a beach, and she's saying, "Hey, hunk muffin? I'm... You handsome devil!"
Yeah, Bowser decided to get a Sharpie, and he writes dialogue for Peach on the pictures he takes of her. More slapstick. I'm pretty proud of like the fact that he runs into that thing like 3 times. Rule of thirds.
Or one to talk.
Also, gotta have an embarrassing moment for Mario every now and then. Usually it's Luigi and Bowser who get embarrassed, so gotta make sure Mario also is humiliated a little here and there. Can't have everything go good for him. He has to suffer just a little bit every now and then.
Look at that! Episode's over!
By the way, Mackenzie, she can also do a Tails voice. So, if any of you have any projects you want to work on or you want to commission her to voice Tails for any of your projects, maybe look her up. I don't know if she is doing commissions right now at the time of this video, but yeah. If Tails ever comes on Ask Mario, then she might be the one to voice him. I don't know. We'll see.
So weird.
Junior, put those back right now!
Hey, Lemmy! Want to see something disgusting?
You little brat!
Also, a lot of people have asked if the Koopalings are going to show up on Ask Mario. I would like to, but the problem is there's 7 of them, and to have them actually appear, like, physically on the set here, that would cost so much money on my part to pay for their artwork. So if the Koopalings ever did appear on the show, they would probably just talk on the phone like Junior here. As much as I'd like to have them in person, that would be so much time and money spent. So, I don't know, but maybe one of these days the other Koopalings will show up. Junior would likely show up in person. Junior might be the only one who will end up showing up in person someday, but I don't know, maybe the Koopalings eventually. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this commentary video. I'm gonna get going and eat some dinner now. The Season 1 Marathon Special will be out, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. Hopefully nothing else comes up that delays it, but yep, that's the plan. And I also have the script pretty much done for episode 16. Haven't started voice acting for it yet, but yeah, it's coming along nicely. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. And yeah, again, please, if you're interested in watching Jason draw the artwork for Peach and Daisy, please click on the link below in the description and go check out his Twitch. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.